is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he's brought down.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll try the left side. Palmer down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Watson off play action. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On play action, they'll throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is top.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 7-7, our score after one. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Now Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Watson now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down now. It's Palmer, and a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll run again.
And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Looking deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dayo Odangbo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Watson on 1st down.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Chubb will get the call running left. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Palmer. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, that's Smith. A nice catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now Chubb running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Browns!
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On 1st down, Palmer. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And down he'll go at the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Watson off play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right.
Got a man. It's Collins, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Watson. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a 1st down throw, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Faking the give, now Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on first down. It's Palmer, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Complete. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You must take care of the football. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Get in the weight room. Watch the safety creep.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, did.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
A 53-yard attempt.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. this to make it a two-score game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good...
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Drops it off for Chubb. Oh, nice move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watson. They'll get this complete to Collins.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And the Texans are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. One last throw here for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. There he goes, right side. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile,